Hey everyone, hope you guys are having a great Saturday, and thank you guys for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel we'll be looking at the next He-Man Master Universe CGI Netflix figure, and that of the Sorceress, and this is how she appeared on the show. We'll be talking some spoilers about this particular character, but there she is, with the call-out power attack from that vintage 80s wave. They brought that back. She comes with her own helmet, detachable wings right there, the iconic Sorcerer's staff, He-Man and Master Universe logo in front of the packaging, the character in front of the packaging, or the box, this version of Castle Grayskull, and I have done a review on this particular Grayskull on my channel. If you'd like to go back and check it out, please do. The Netflix logo around the back. See the character, and how she looks. Like I said, the wings do detach and can be snapped back on. Her power attack feature, that her waist is spring loaded like the 80s vintage Mattel Master Universe figures. Of course, the cross cell with a couple of the figures. And I've done reviews on Orko and He-Man on my channel. So if you'd like to go back and check those out, please do. Alright. Now let's talk about spoilers. A couple of big spoilers with this particular Sorceress. And one big spoiler is that this is actually Teela. Okay? If you know the history of Teela, she was the daughter of the Sorceress, and just recently on the Revelation show, she becomes the new Sorceress. Well, in this show, she already is. She becomes the Sorceress. I believe she's like a magician, and when she calls down the power of Grayskull, she becomes the new Sorceress. Now, there was another Sorceress on the show that has passed on, and I do believe that was her mother, and that's why she becomes a new sorceress. She inherits that magic and that power through her mother, stuff like that. It hasn't been confirmed, and I don't know if it will be confirmed because I don't know about the status of this particular show, if they're going to be doing a new season or not. But there is 3 seasons of the show. If you wish to check it out, please do. They're not long. They're like 10 episodes per season, and they're not very long. You can probably get through them, probably in one day. But yeah, so this Sorceress here is actually Teela. I'm going to repeat that. Another big spoiler is that she's not the daughter, the adopted daughter of the Man-at-Arms on this show. Okay, she was not adopted by him. She was not raised by him as a baby. And, she's not captain of the guard. Like we know of Teela. She's nothing like that. So like I said before, in this show, they've taken He-Man to a whole new direction, a whole new story arc. So just think of this particular He-Man brand as a multiverse, another universe of a different Eternia that we all know. So just keep that in mind. So this is Teela, the Sorceress is Teela, okay, and she's not the daughter of Man-at-Arms on the show because they're roughly the same age, okay. So let's let you know about that. So here she is in the packaging, okay? I do not have a loose version of her, okay? But we will compare her the best I can with the Origins figures, okay? And the Masterverse figure as well, okay? Because for the most part, they've kept the overall look of the Sorceress, with the staff and with the wings and stuff like that, and the this is supposed to be like the changing of when she becomes the Falcon. The helmet and stuff like that you can put on there as well. Because without it, she's pretty much Teela, okay? And like I said, there was another Sorceress in Castle Grayskull, but her spirit, is in Castle Grayskull, and from time to time will guide this Sorceress right here, to help her out. But let's look at the Origins figures, okay? Starting with here's the Filmation. Here's that classic look Sorceress right here. Okay, here's what she looks like. Right there. And I also have the Temple of Darkness sorceress. So you can see that for this version here kind of compares with the Temple of Darkness sorceress. I think they were trying to go for that kind of look with her, with some blue. And I do have the Revelation sorceress, just came out. And here is the Revelations sorceress right here. Has that same filmation style, color, and wardrobe with the blue and the white and the orange. As you can see, the same type of, magical staff, right there. You can see the bird, the falcon. Okay. And let's bring out, I do have loose versions of the filmation. There she is. And like I said, these CGI He-Man figures are just the same as height-wise of the Origins figures. All right. And here is the Temple of Darkness one. Put it next to it right there with her staff. But there they are. All right. And I do have a loose version of the Revelation Sorceress. Put her right there. Of course, the Revelations figures are about 7 inches taller. 7 inches tall. But there she is. And we'll do a more deep dive on this particular sorceress when the wave comes. But I just want to compare, the height differences and the looks and stuff like that of each sorceress. Of course, the origin course. If you're not aware of this and not know this, I believe, like most of us are, that these sorceress is the mother of Teela. Okay, this is not Teela herself, but I have a feeling since we got Teela as a sorceress in Revelations, I feel like at some point we'll get that figure in the line at some time. So I can't wait to get that. Now, like I said, unlike the Origins figures, okay, and the Masterverse figure, the CGI line is one figure. You cannot remove the head. You can't remove the waist. They pretty much went for that old school classic He-Man look. You can't bend the arms. You can just rotate them around. You cannot bend at the elbows. You can't bend at the knees. You can't twist at the waist. It's pretty much one solid figure as well. But there you go. Now it's very interesting that they went with this, they just decided, what, let's just make Teela the sorceress right off the bat, because in the history of Filmation and 2000X and the storyline and comics and stuff like that, it was her destiny to become the sorceress, and which, like I said, they paid off in Revelations. But in the show here, this show, they just said, what, let's just go for it. Let's make Teela and the sorceress one. And so that's what they did. But there you go. So just more comparisons, quick look. Now, I have a feel. I do believe that this toy line is pretty much done with. I can't confirm that. If it's not, it'd be kind of cool to get her mother, her mother as the sorceress in the toy line. But I have a feeling that that's probably not going to happen. But you never know. I don't even know for sure if the show is going to continue or not. I've not heard anything about it. There you go. One more shot of each sorceress. Alright, before I sign off. And her wings are a translucent, like purple, with glitter and sparkles. I believe when you shine the light through them, you can see it through like that. One other thing. Alright. So, okay, guys, I would like to take the time out now to thank my subscribers. If you made it this far in the video and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, please. And hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos. And tomorrow we'll be going back to the Origins line, to Wave 11, and we're checking out all their figures and stuff like that came out for Wave 11. Hit that like button, guys. And share this video with whoever has a passion and a love for collecting Master Universe figures. So guys, I hope you guys have a great Saturday and a great weekend. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. Take care, guys.